Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. So today we're doing a favorites video because it's been a minute and I have a ton of new products that I want to share with you guys that I've been absolutely loving lately. If you enjoy videos like this or you just enjoy makeup and beauty content in general, please make sure to subscribe to my channel while you're here and give this video a big thumbs up. Okay, so sort of just going through these products in order of me using them. This has been in a favorites video before, but I'm going to mention it again because it's basically empty. This is the Merit Beauty Great Skin Instant Glow Serum, and I have maybe like 2 uses left out of this. Merit Beauty did very kindly send this to me, and they did ask me to make a video about it, but the opinions are completely my own, and I love this. I mean, I would not have used this much of it if I did not love it. It is so good for dry skin. I don't know if you would love it if you have oily skin because it is an oil. And like I've said before, the only bad thing I have to say about it is that it has a pump and it should have a dropper. Like, it's so liquidy, it's very, it's oily, and it's not something you want to get on your clothes because it will potentially stain your clothes because it's an oil. And so the only thing I don't like about this is that it has a pump and not a dropper. But everything else I love. It's a little expensive, but it's so worth it. It's really helped my skin a lot lately. And I basically have completely stopped using primers, which is wild. And like, I know I need to use some primers, like certain foundations I use primers, but overall I use that, and like that's my primer. So next up is foundations, and I've actually been mixing foundations lately. I've been testing that out. a little bit, and these are my 2 that I've been mixing together, and honestly kind of love it. Like, I really like the shade match and the formula of the True Match. This is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I have mine in the shade N05. I really like this a lot, but it wasn't quite dewy enough for like summer. Like, I really wanted it to be dewier, and I did want it to be like maybe like a little bit darker. I know it's my shade and like I don't tan or anything, but I want it to be a little bit glowier, a little bit more sun-kissed feeling. I like to feel like I'm sun-kissed even though I'm as white as paper. So I started mixing it with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. It's not a foundation, but I have mine in the shade 1. And like, this obviously is not my perfect shade match. I have worn this as a foundation. I do like it as a foundation because, with concealer and stuff, I can make it match my skin tone. But this mixed in with other foundations, that really is chef's kiss. I personally feel like my makeup right now looks really, really good. It's not quite as dewy as I would like it to be, so I kind of probably should have added a little bit more of this. I just use about 1 pump of the L'Oreal True Match, and then I go over like all of the blank spaces on my face with the e.l.f. Halo Glow, as you guys will be able to see in this clip. So yeah, I just really, really have been enjoying mixing those 2 together. That's actually what I've been wearing a lot lately. And I also want to talk about the sponge. I'm still using my Paw Paw blender. I absolutely love this. It comes in a set of 6 off of Amazon. It's super, super affordable. They're just really good quality sponges. Absolutely love them. My battery's gonna die because always. Next up is bronzers. I've been loving cream bronzers lately, specifically. So I have 2 new cream bronzers that I want to talk about. The first one took me by surprise. It's the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Light. I was not expecting to like this. If you guys remember my testing this, I don't even remember what video that was that I tested this out, but I talked about how it has a really strong, like, floral, perfumey smell, which it does. And I was like, I am not gonna like this. I don't like this. Like, I wasn't super against it, but I didn't think that I was going to like it a lot. And now I use it almost every time I do my makeup. And like, it's highly pigmented, which you guys will be able to see in this clip. And it looks like I've applied way, way, way too much. but after applying powder over it, it's like the perfect amount. It's just so highly pigmented that underneath like powder and stuff, it lightens it up enough that it just looks like I've applied on like a fainter amount of bronzer. But I'm just saying, like, it truly is my favorite bronzer now, and I can't believe it. Sometimes I do put like a powder bronzer over it, but most of the time I wear this one by itself. But I do have another favorite bronzer that I want to talk about, and that is the Merit Beauty Bronze Balm. This bronzer is stunning. I have mine in the shade Quince or Quince. I think it's Quince. I don't know. I absolutely love this bronzer. It's so buttery, but I will say with this one, unless I'm going for a very natural makeup look, I will put a powder bronzer over it, and it makes a really nice base. Typically, if I'm doing like a no makeup day, or like I'm doing really natural makeup, I will take this one because this one's a little bit too dramatic for like natural makeup, whereas this one is better for like everyday makeup. Before I tell you guys what my favorite blush is, I'm gonna talk about the honorable mention because I don't want us to forget about it ever. The Laura Lee Blush Aesthetic Palette. Okay, this has been in many of my favorite videos in the last like year and a half that I've had it, or 2 years, or however long it's been. It's still a winner, okay? It's still a winner. I love it so much, but it has been replaced. I do have a new favorite blush. Now this is still like my favorite blush palette. So nowadays you'll find me wearing the DIOR, what is this? The Rosy Glow blush in pink. Okay, and like, hear me out. Look at how bright and ugly bubblegum pink this looks. Okay? And then look at this stunning blush on my cheeks. Same blush. I don't even understand. I can't make it make sense, okay? Like, I swatched this, okay? Bubblegum pink. I put it on my hand. You can barely see it. Bubblegum pink. It's this faint thing you can barely see. As you guys can see in the video, I am using a light, fluffy brush, and I am dipping back into it quite a few times, but what? Like, where is this pigment coming from? I don't understand it. I don't get it. It makes zero sense to me, but this is my favorite blush, and it's quite the experience because it literally seems like it has little to no pigment at all, and if it does have pigment, it looks like it's going to be this cool toned bubblegum Barbie pink that's happening, and it's not. It goes on as like the most beautiful, like, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it is a light pink, but it's like, I don't know, it's just so beautiful, and I feel like it makes my cheeks just look happy. I can't describe it. And so that is 1000% my favorite blush. I can't believe it. I do want to try this in another shade. I was sent this by Influencer, and I'm so excited that I got to try it because now it's literally my favorite blush. And I just, like, my cheeks right now, I'm looking at them in the viewfinder. I can't stop looking at them in the viewfinder because they're all like rosy and like happy, and they just like, I want to take a bite out of the apples of my cheeks because they're like cute. Okay. Oh no, I skipped over powder. Okay, so before the blush, I was supposed to talk about powder. The Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. I have mine in fair, so I didn't get the translucent, I got fair, which works perfectly like with my bronzer because this one does have some color, which I do kind of prefer a little bit. I like some translucent ones, but I also like some with color. So I bought this because Softa's Life, like, loves this so much, and I kind of get it. I've been like learning to like sculpt, as you guys can see in the video. I've been learning to like sculpt my cheeks a little bit more, especially since using like cream bronzers. I feel like it's way easier to use a cream bronzer and then sculpt out with powder. And I'm not perfect at it, I'm not great at it. Normally I do it with my sponge. Today I did it with a brush. But I have been trying to like sculpt out my face a little bit more and like learn how to do those sorts of things. It's not really something I do that often, but I have been trying to, and this has really been helping. Okay, so I did this whole video out of order. Okay, so just kidding. The first thing that I used was actually this palette by Beauty Bay. I know that this is like probably too soon to put this in a favorites video, but I have a reason. So this Beauty Bay palette, it's in my favorites video because it really has sparked some creativity, and like this eye look today was inspired by my earrings, and my earrings were inspired by my shirt that my best friend Hannah got me for my birthday. I can't explain to you guys how hard it is for me, or was for me in the past, to like think of an eye look. Like if an eye look came to me, cool, but I typically couldn't just like make one up. If I did, I wouldn't end up liking it. It would be something I did not enjoy. Right before starting this video, I opened up this shirt from Goose & Gander from their like Wild Flowers collection, and this is what Hannah got me, and I was like, that shirt is stunning. I'm wearing it today. And then I was like, I have the perfect earrings. I have these earrings that I got from Amazon. They're the perfect earrings to go with this. They're pink and purple. And then I was like, a pink and purple eye look, you know, pink blended into purple with flowers that are the opposite colors. And the perfect palettes that I could think of was the Beauty Bay matte palette and the Mehron paint palette. And so I used the Mehron paint palette for the flowers. I made a little bit of a mess with the white, but like, I don't know, like there's just something about these palettes. They're in my favorites video because they've sparked creativity. I mean, I just pulled this eye look like straight out of my butt. Like, I mean, it just came to me. I was like, this is, and I mean, it's simple, but it's still cute, and it's enough that it's like, hey, I put in the effort for that, and it looks really cool, and everything is all matchy-matchy, and I love that. So I feel like they have to be in my favorites video because they've really inspired me, and I feel like they're going to continue to inspire my makeup, and how can that not be in my favorites video if it's something that's inspiring me to do more and make more content and be more creative? That's a great thing. It's a great feeling. So that's why these are my favorites video. Although they almost weren't because I like forgot about them. Two more things quickly. So eyelashes, Poop Lunch lashes from Amazon. They come in these big sets of a bunch of lashes. These are in the style Dazzling. They're my favorites because they're very like little in the front and very wispy and like full in the outer corner, which I absolutely love because I feel like it's very dramatic, but it can also be like not super dramatic. So if you want like like today is pretty much a simpler eye look for me, these lashes are perfect. Go big and dramatic, these lashes are perfect. They're also incredibly affordable, and you get, how many? Okay, you get 7 pairs of lashes. I did have to throw one of these away because they got completely wrecked the other day when I was wearing my makeup. But yeah, 7 pairs of lashes, and I have 2 different styles of these. And I plan on getting a lot more because they're affordable, and you can use, each one of them can be reused a bunch of times, so you're having like a very long-lasting supply of lashes, especially if you get styles that you really like. And I highly recommend the Dazzling style. It's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, I will link that down below. All of these Amazon links down below. I'm gonna try and link all of this if I can. And all of the Amazon links are affiliate links, so I can make a small commission if you use that link. Really quick, one last thing that I want to touch on is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I know this isn't new to anybody, but I did get this little miniature, but listen. It's almost empty. Like, I got this mini, I can't even remember when, but I didn't think I was really gonna use it all that much as like a setting spray, and honestly, I don't really. But for my eyeliners, I use this all the time because it is the all-nighter setting spray. It's so good for graphic liner. I use this for all of my graphic liner needs, okay? Because it really like holds the graphic liners in place. And I've already mentioned that I don't use water like for the NYX Cosmetics. I know they're water activated, but I rarely ever use water because I find it's like a little bit too runny, and I feel like they get too like thin. But if you use like a setting spray, a good setting spray with your graphic eyeliner, I'm telling you, if you haven't tried that yet, please try it because it's worth it, I promise. Okay, just kidding, I have one more product. Okay. It's the NYX Shine Loud. I have mine in Cash Flow. So I didn't think I liked this at first. I just wore it by itself and I wasn't a big fan. But then I paired it with my favorite lip liner, the NYX Cosmetics Decay lip liner, and then I absolutely loved it. So now this is actually my favorite lip product. I mean, I still love the NYX Lip Lingerie in Lace Detail, but that's like discontinued. And so I try not to talk about it too much, even though it's still my favorite lip. But this is definitely a second best. Honestly, if you're looking for a lip, NYX is the place to go. NYX has such good lip products, and I highly, highly recommend all of NYX's lip products. Honestly, all NYX lip products that I've tried have been good and have been my favorites at some point in time. I've gone through many different NYX lip products and have loved them all at some point in time. Okay, I think that's all for me. I'm sorry that ending was like rushed, but I got places to be tonight, very soon. So I've got to get going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful if you're interested in knowing what my favorite products are, and like a lot of these are brand new products to me that I've only tried recently, so they've really struck a chord, you know? They've really proven themselves to me very quickly that they are worth being in a favorites video. So I hope that that tells you how good they are when I have this huge makeup collection and these products have stuck out so quickly. So yeah, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel while you're here. I would greatly appreciate that. I post new videos every single week, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!